gonna take for a ride. Little gonna take for a ride.
That was beautiful.
That was horrible.
Dude, it was great.
That was the worst singing I've ever heard.
It's that time again for another not-so-normal gaming podcast, featuring your hosts, MrTechnoSqueek.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Nostalgic Dan 1.
Everything I feel is in this sword. Good.
Come on!
And Quickfreeze 4.
Don't worry. I'll handle the bad guys.
This is a podcast you want to listen to, but first, you gotta press start.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Press Start Podcast. We are back with episode 34, and I am one of your co-hosts, Nostalgic Dan 1, and as always, I am joined by a wonderful co-host, Clive, aka Quickfreeze 4. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, man.
Yeah, I tell you, man, it's so sad news, Clive. Have you heard
Really?
it?
Why? No, what's going on?
Techno messaged me. He's like, I gotta leave the podcast, guys. I'm like,
What?
I can't do it anymore. Too stressed
Seriously?
out. Yeah. You know, I wish Techno the best of luck in whatever he's doing. Probably stretching right now. And I wish him the best. How do you feel?
Techno left the podcast? He didn't even tell me.
Yeah. He hates you, that's why. It's true.
That bastard.
You guys should go hang yourself.
Oh, he's back!
Well.
Oh my god! Dude, I missed you for like the whole 30 seconds there.
I'm sad.
And we are joined by a guest tonight, and he is iinsanexshadow from YouTube. So why don't you talk about your YouTube channel and anything else you would like to plug? What you do?
Well, my channel is iinsanexshadow with 2 eyes. I mostly a gaming channel. I do reviews, pickups, anything about a gaming channel I mostly do. So that's basically it.
Nice. What are some of your favorite games or genres that you like to play?
Platformers, RPGs, and shooters.
Oh, nice. Like shmups or something like that?
Third person or first person shooters. I just started recently playing a couple shoot 'em ups.
Nice.
I'm about to get into Death Smiles soon.
No, it's a good game.
Death Smiles is a great game.
Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about it.
You get to fight an evil cow in that game. It's pretty sweet.
I love that cow.
And marry the cow. That cracked me up when I saw that.
Yeah.
Don't even start, Techno. We let you back on this podcast after you quit, so.
Bastard.
My favorite shoot 'em up has to be Raiden. Or Raiden, or whatever you want to call it.
The first one?
So you just fly around as the God of Thunder from the Mortal Kombat series?
Yes. Yes.
That would be sweet.
Yes.
I always enjoyed R-Type.
Yeah. I like Gradius. The original Gradius and the Darius games, and a lot of these cave bullet hell shoot 'em ups like Dodonpachi, stuff like that. Death Smiles. And Raiden Fighters Aces is like a must-own collection for the 360. So sweet.
So Dan,
Yes. Wow.
did you finally get your Xenoblade?
Yes, I did.
Yay! Tell us the story.
20 days later after release. So, the story, a short story, I'll make it a long story short. I almost came close to having a real, GameStopper story, but anyways, GameStop was just kind of dicking me around with my order for Xenoblade Chronicles. I had the game pre-ordered from, February, late February, and, the first week came around, and they didn't do anything with my order, and then the game went on back order because they didn't have any more copies, and I waited, and then they got more copies in, and still after they had new copies, they wouldn't ship my order, and then I finally contacted them, gave them a nice earful, and coincidentally the next day it ships out, and I finally get my order with the game and the art book too, so I made sure I had the art book. So I'm really happy finally. It's just a relief to finally get this game. It's been frustrating me over the couple of past weeks, but can't wait to play it for sure.
You haven't played it?
I just got it today. That's what I'm saying. I've been waiting for that long.
I haven't played mine, and I got mine a week ago.
Good man.
What the hell is wrong?
I still need to get me a copy of mine.
Yeah.
Just haven't had the time to go out and, get it.
You should probably get one right away, because they might just get really expensive later on if you wait. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, some guy at PAX was charging, like, $70, $80 for one, so...
Yeah, I heard they were doing the original printing enough for the pre-orders, like however pre-orders they had, and then they printed more for like orders past like a couple months, but they might not have any more after that. That's kind of what I heard, rumors.
No, that's funny that they shipped it out right after you, like, complained to them, because that's the same thing that happened to me when I called about Tales of the Abyss on Amazon. I
gave him an earful.
I love how that stuff just works out.
It's like, hey, where's my damn game?
Exactly, and then they're like, oh shit, we just shipped it out like this morning.
Oh yeah, you just did.
Yeah,
so nice.
I love how that stuff always works out. So, how's the art book?
Actually, I'm really impressed with the art book. It's, I don't know, like 20 or some odd pages. The majority of it is actually a lot of artwork I've seen already that they just showed from like press stuff, and they have those like 4 artworks that they had up when they were choosing like the inside cover art competition, so they have like that artwork, but it's really nice. It's got like write-ups on like all the little artwork, and just really high quality finish. Like the papers are really like high, like super thick, and all that like stock paper, and just like a matte finish. The cover's embossed, so like the characters pop out a little. Really cool. I was actually really surprised how high quality it is.
You should do a video on it. I would like to see it.
Yeah, I'll definitely show it in recent pickups. It's actually, I was surprised. I don't know, I was just kind of expecting like an average art book, but it's really high quality. Really happy to have that.
Nice.
I thought that they would fuck you over the art book.
I thought so too. Especially since I heard people just like going to the store and giving them like an art book. I'm like, hey, like if you don't have any art books for a person who pre-ordered the game, that's kind of absurd.
Yeah, my friend walked into GameStop and he didn't reserve it. He walked in, picked up the game, and they gave him the art book with it.
Here you go.
So.
Yeah, GameStop is really sketchy with like physical pre-order items. Like they always coincidentally just don't have enough in stock for the actual amount of pre-orders, or they help themselves to some of the pre-order merchandise. So they're sketchy for sure. Actually, I think this is my first time ever pre-ordering something from GameStop. Like, I just don't trust GameStop for my pre-orders, and now I really do have a reason not to trust them.
Online or in the store?
Online. Even in store, I don't bother with them because they just annoy me when they push pre-orders all the time.
The GameStop, Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say I'd rather just go to somewhere else or pre-order off Amazon or something, since they're usually reliable, but Clive knows that's not always the case.
Well, my GameStop down here is like really, really, really cool. They've never messed up my orders, and never, Yeah.
And you got all your pre-order bonuses.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing, it depends. I bet you did.
They did. Like, I pre-ordered Street Fighter 4, and I didn't get the fucking bandana. I was like, God damn it!
Oh, I got the bandana.
Yeah.
There's an employee, like, walking around with the bandana.
Yeah, dude!
Dude, it's not even that great of a bandana. I think it's like, I think it kind of depends if you're friends with the people who work there, you get better stuff, because like the GameStop near me, I know everybody in there by name. They know me by name, and like, it's just, I go in there and I have such a great experience. They always hook me up with like pre-order stuff if I miss out. Like if I don't pre-order a game and they have pre-order stuff, they always give it to me. if I ask for it. So I guess it really just depends if you're friends with them or not.
Yeah, same with me, too.
So,
I know everybody at my GameStop also.
So Dan, make some friends.
No, I'm not talking about in-store. In-store is a different experience. I don't shop at GameStop like hardly anymore because, I don't know, I just don't really care to go there. I go there every now and then and just kind of rummage through to see if I can find any like hard to find stuff. But from the experiences I had in-store, I know the people and we talk casually about video games and all that. And there were actually a lot of cool people. And I even mentioned too, they were really helpful one time when I bought like a new game. I bought like Star Ocean: The Last Hope, brand new, so quote unquote brand new, and obviously it wasn't shrink wrapped or anything, but it was sealed with like a little sticker on the side, so I was kind of suspicious. And then I go home, open it up, and it's missing the first disc of the game, and I was pissed. So I went back. I'm like, it's missing the first disc. It was new, but they hooked me up. They went through the used games, gave me like the best condition first disc, and charged me for a used copy. Knocked it down, so it was nice of them. And they let me keep the like brand new games too. So yeah, it just depends.
Alright, how about that news time? Valve is bringing Steam and Source to Linux. And I know you guys aren't computer geeks or whatever,
Nope.
like me, but hey, reports have indicated that Valve is positioning themselves to bring Steam and Source to Linux platforms. With the recent hiring of Linux developers, Gabe, you know, the big dude over Valve, like literally big, overseeing the port and interview with Phronix.com about the porting process. It seems like it will happen in a few months. Left 4 Dead 2 is being used as the test game since the code is so stable. Michael Larabelle was the interviewer for Phronix and said that the project is moving along despite some delays caused by the flat management structure. He also mentioned that Gabe is not so hot for Microsoft these days, being quoted as saying, his level of Linux interest and commitment was incredible, while his negativity for Windows 8 and the future of Microsoft was stunning. So, yeah. Everyone with Linux out there, you're about to get Steam.
What kind of computers run Linux? Like, I know about Mac and Windows, but I hear about Linux, but I never know, like, what kind of computers run it.
You can run Linux on anything.
Oh, so it's not like...
No, it's free. You can download it. You know, there's different forms of Linux. You know, there's like Red Hat, which is old as shit, and there's you know, many different types. Kind of like, you know, Windows 98, 2000. You know, so.
But it's not like a OS that's designated to specific brands or stuff like that.
No.
It's just like an optional choice if you want to run Linux.
Yeah.
And no games were compatible before, like on Steam?
Nope.
And that's good for Linux users.
And here is my next, which is a rumor and not concrete.
Concrete rumor.
Oh, we only accept concrete rumors.
God damn it. We need to stop that.
No. No. If you can have your goddamn explosions, I get to have concrete rumors.
It's true.
It's getting the way of the fantastic word.
And yet, there you go. You just brought that back from the dead. There you go. Good job, man. Way to ruin...
Yeah, but I didn't say. I was...
You just said the word.
The F word is banned here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. rumor,
Concrete rumor,
whatever. Wii U getting a new Metroid and maybe Android support. Based on a Google translation, because the website that this is from is like in whatever language France uses. I don't know. I'm dumb. French, yes. They're okay.
You really just asked that question?
It's a hard question.
I'm fucking retarded.
You're just out of it today, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like brain dead.
I think someone hit him with that concrete.
That concrete.
God damn it. Wii U is getting a new Metroid using the Unreal Engine 3. Dun dun dun.
Should look pretty.
Yeah, that'd be badass.
Yeah, it would.
The site claims that the game was shown in cooperation with Retro Studios. Cooperation. See, I'm like brain dead.
You know what? If it's really hard, just say working together.
Make it easy.
Yes, with Retro Studios, the guys who made, Metroid Prime, Prime 2, Prime 3. Yeah, those were pretty good games.
Those are great games, yeah.
Yeah. And, people are hoping that it is a 2D side-scroller, but with 3D graphics like Shadow Complex on 360. I don't know if it's on the PS3.
No, it's only on the Xbox Live.
Okay.
It's a good game, though.
Other rumors hint at the inclusion of some form of video on-demand service beyond Netflix. It wouldn't be much of a stretch considering how media-driven the 360 and PS3 are already. And I think we'll probably see this on the user interface for the Wii U at E3. So, yeah. I don't know what else, like, other video on-demand services there are, though.
Oh, you got Netflix,
Hulu.
Netflix, Hulu.
What about that Amazon Instant Video, that one on PS3?
That's becoming a thing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't really know that many.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
Yeah. So.
I know Techno likes YouPorn.
Yeah, that's one of his favorites.
God damn it. You guys.
He's speechless. See, we caught him on a... we caught him.
That's true.
Lastly, someone seems to think that Android OS, that's operating system for people who don't know what OS stands for, will also be on Wii U. But it probably won't be the whole OS. So.
That's really weird. That really interested me with the Android thing, because I wonder what they're going to do with that. Like, can you imagine if they incorporated, like, Google Play and being able to play some of those, like, Android games on the Wii U and stuff like that? Actually, that might be used for the tablet. I can kind of see that now. Like, maybe you buy games or apps, like, for the tablet, like the Wii U tablet from the Android Marketplace, or as it's called now, Google Play. Not an interesting possibility with the Wii U.
Yeah. I'm, like, I don't know why, but after buying the Wii, I've been wanting to buy all, like, Nintendo games at launch, or systems at launch for some reason. I don't know. I guess just because it's, I guess not just Nintendo, but, like, all systems. Because it's just something to do, to get me off this fucking chair. And I don't know, hang out with people.
Yeah,
It's called running.
What?
I don't go outside.
It's called running.
Running? I wouldn't fucking run to GameStop. Do you know how fucking far that is from this place?
Yeah, I get one of those pits in my chest, like on the side of your chest. Oh my god, I hate that.
Yeah, but you have a 3DS now, so you can either walk or run to GameStop, and it'll count your steps.
Pedometer.
Earn those coins.
That pedometer.
Fuck.
Earn those coins, Techno.
Or you can just shake it real fast, you know.
No,
you
that's
know about
cheating.
that.
Nope, cheating.
Techno knows
cheating.
about that. He's a pro. Just shake it up and down, you're good.
Fuck.
Are you guys like excited for the Wii U at all?
Yeah, I am. I just wonder when they're gonna release a release date for it.
Yeah, same here.
Dude, it's coming out this Christmas season.
Yeah.
I want to know
Like-
the damn price. I want to know the price.
price too.
Yeah.
I'm honestly not excited for it. Like I honestly think I'm gonna wait. Like I've waited so long after the Wii was released to get a Wii. I think I might do the same thing with the Wii U. Like I've heard nothing that wants me to. Nothing is telling me to buy the system.
Yeah, I'm one of those who bought the Wii like a week after release for like $250, and I had fun with it for like a month or so, and then I just kind of got bored of it and played other systems, and then, you know, looking back on it, I guess it would have been beneficial I waited and get the price point, and there weren't a whole lot of games out at the time that were really interesting, so. And then the benefit of like buying a game system later on is that that system has an established game library, and you can just pick out like all the good games, and some of them would have dropped in price by then, so, you know, it just depends.
Well, like, one of my main reasons is, like, I don't play my Wii. Like, right now my Wii is, like, sitting there collecting dust,
Yeah.
for all I know.
Same here.
And, like, you know, like, is the Wii U going to be the same thing, though? Like, I don't want to buy a Wii U. You know, say I buy a Wii U, like, 6 months after it was released. Is it going to, like, am I going to buy one game and I'm going to be done with that one game and it's going to sit there like my Wii? I don't want that to happen. See, the thing I like about Nintendo is they make awesome handhelds. I love the DS. I love the fucking 3DS. I play with mine every single day. But the Wii it sits there. And I'm afraid the Wii U is going to do the same thing.
Yeah. I'll have to dust off my Wii when I finally play Xenoblade. It's like the first game I play on my Wii in forever.
Yeah, well, that's the case with the Wii. It's always that one game they'll get you to dust it off, and then you leave it alone for a couple months, and then there's another game that comes out that, you know, it's a must-play for the Wii, and then, again, another couple of months where it just sits there. That's how I see the Wii right now, and I hope the Wii U is not like that.
Yeah, and they're fighting to not be like that, because, let's face it, like, 80% of the Wii library is pretty much garbage with, like, shovelware titles and whatnot, but it's got that core library of high-quality first-party titles from Nintendo and other, you know, kind of odd titles out there by other third-party publishers that are pretty good. But the Wii U, they're trying to push more for a hardcore audience by having games like, you know, maybe Grand Theft Auto under the Darksiders 2. There's a lot of, like, huge rumors of just, like, all these blockbuster titles, and, you know, that's where they're trying to pull in the other core audience. They're trying to, if you don't have a 360 or PS3, you know, get this and you can play, you know, those kind of games like Call of Duty, and you can still play like Mario and Metroid on the same system, so an all-around system.
Like, what was the last game that you guys played for the Wii, that, you know, you enjoyed that you couldn't stop playing?
More awesome.
Okay, how long ago was that?
Last month.
Okay. See, for me, it was Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, and that was like 4 or 5 months ago.
Mine's would be,
You know, still haven't picked that up.
I want that.
Yeah, it's a great game, but like, you see my point though? Like, that was 4 or 5 months ago. And I haven't touched my Wii since. Granted, I'm going to play it now with Xenoblade, so...
Yeah. For me, it'd be Mario Party 9.
Okay, that just came out, though.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah. for me is No More Heroes, which was probably honestly like 3-4 months ago.
Yeah, so it's basically, so me and Dan have waited months, and you two are like, oh, I just played mine like last week. No.
I like the Wii though. I got like maybe 20 plus games, and I like to think I own a majority of the high quality titles. It's got a lot of underrated games for the Wii.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, man. The Wii is a great system. I'm just saying, Nintendo makes a lot more games, better games for the handheld systems.
Yeah, that's true.
And if Nintendo, like I'm telling you guys right now, if Nintendo had made an announcement right now saying they're dropping the whole console thing and sticking straight to handheld, like just do handheld, I think they would take off like a fucking shooting rocket, go around the moon 3 times, come back, and still have a lot of fuel.
Yeah, but you need a console.
What the fuck?
They need a console because there's a whole experience of like playing, the original Mario Brothers at home, and that's usually where like a lot of the quality titles are. I mean, like New Super Mario Brothers on DS was good, but I didn't like it that much, like as I would have expected, or just like some of these other Nintendo games, and they have a lot of good titles, first party titles on the actual Wii, and with the Wii U they're trying to launch it with another Super Mario Brothers game and a new Pikmin game, so they're trying to really
Pikmin 3, yeah,
trying to really get some high quality Nintendo titles out there on launch.
Did you guys hear about the new Super Mario Brothers 2 for the 3DS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys getting that one at all?
Yeah, I hope it's better than the
I probably will
first
too.
one.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting it. It's a Mario game, and I've already seen like screenshots of like him wearing the raccoon tail or the Tanuki suit. I forget which one.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to get that game. It comes out this August too.
Yeah. I'm one of those who's always preferred Mario as a 2D side-scroller platformer than 3D. And same with Zelda. I've always preferred Zelda as top-down than just 3D. Maybe because I'm just old school and, I grew up with the Super Nintendo. Any more news, Techno?
Nope. Not for me.
Wow.
How about you, Dan?
How about me? Well, this is a good segue. My first news article is about Nintendo. The title reads, Nintendo posts annual loss, expect return to profits this year. Nintendo released their financial results for the fiscal year gone by this morning, reporting their first ever annual loss in several years. Factors blamed for the loss include the global price cut for the Nintendo 3DS, the currency exchange rate, the 3DS hardware, which is currently being sold at a loss, will return to profitability by the middle of the ongoing fiscal year, which will end in March 2013. Nintendo's statement says games such as New Super Mario Bros. 2, August, the new Animal Crossing for 3DS, Fall, and the new game in the Brain Age series, Summer, will all be released in Japan this year and be part of the initiative to help the company return to profitability. The upcoming Wii U home console is also on course for a global launch by the end of the year. Additionally, Nintendo are also placing importance on their digital strategy going forward. The company will use their own Nintendo Network, which will be available both on 3DS and Wii U, to push multiplayer games and provide add-on content for their titles. For instance, New Super Mario Bros. 2 is confirmed to be compatible with future downloadable content according to past statements made by the company president Satoru Iwata. Digital releases of retail games are also being prepared, although no time frame as to when the service will be available has been provided. For the fiscal year gone by, Nintendo posted a loss of 43.2 billion yen as compared to previous fiscal year where they made a profit of 77.6 billion yen. For the ongoing fiscal year, Nintendo estimate profits of 20 billion yen. So yeah, what do you think? I mean, it's the first time they've, lost a lot of money in quite some time.
I'm not really worried about Nintendo.
No, you shouldn't be worried.
Yeah, Nintendo and they will never be hurting for money. They could just come out with a new Mario, Kirby, Zelda, Metroid game, and they're gonna make millions off of it. So Yeah, they're losing money, but I don't know, is it really going to affect them that much?
I agree. No, I already knew that too, but I knew they were going to lose money, obviously, with the 3DS, which the start of that was a disaster, but that was obvious when you bomb something like that bad, you're bound to lose money. But they're obviously going to
I think
rebound.
that's just because the launch was kind of bad, though.
And the price point, $250 and dropping it, cutting it, drastically by $80. It's kind of odd. And like they say, the price point it's at now, they're selling it at a loss, so... But eventually it's going to hit a point where the 3DS, they're actually making money off it. But it's going to take till next year for them to make money off 3DS. Like the hardware sales. But like I read somewhere that like really like Nintendo has so much money like in the banks that, I mentioned this before, that they have so much money in the banks that they can afford to bomb like 6 console systems in a row and still be relevant in the gaming industry. Still have more money.
They're like fucking Walt Disney, man. They're always gonna have money.
Yeah, and they'll always be around.
Yeah.
But my next news story regards the recently announced Project Cross Zone, which is a collaboration kind of SRPG with Bandai Namco, Sega, and God, I'm slipping here. Capcom. Of course, I forget about Capcom. But they announced new characters, which they said they were going to do during the week, and it's God Eater Burst characters and Resonance of Fate characters are going to be in Project Cross Zone. There's a list here. Famitsu showed screenshots of more characters in Project Cross Zone, an upcoming 3DS strategy RPG with Namco Bandai, Sega, and Capcom characters. For Namco Bandai, it's Alicia Amelia and Soma Shixal from God's Eater Burst. For Capcom, it's Frank West from Dead Rising and Hyaso Ko from Darkstalkers. And for Sega, it's Zephyr and Leanne from Resonance of Fate. So it's interesting, man. They keep stacking the game. I don't give a damn. I'm just gonna play as Yuri and Estelle the whole time, but I can't wait for this game. I hope it gets localized. It's just so interesting.
Do you know when it comes out?
That's the thing. This was a Japanese game, so there's not even a confirmation that it's coming to America yet, or if it'll be localized.
I hope so.
Yeah, I would think so, because it reminds me so much of a PS3 game that was very similar, but it wasn't a SRPG. It was like a turn-based RPG, but it involved like Gust and Capcom, like there were Darkstalker characters, and it was called Cross Edge on the PS3, but the publisher was NIS America, so I could see if they don't do anything with this, maybe like a NIS America picks this game up, which they're known for publishing titles like this. It's interesting. The God's Eater Burst characters are pretty cool. I tried Resonance of Fate, and personally, like, I played a couple hours, and there's something about it that just didn't grab me. I don't know, but it seems promising. And in more niche news, this is just like in hopes that this game gets localized, because I would love to see this game on the 3DS. And that is Devil Summoner Soul Hackers remake coming to the 3DS with full voice acting. Atlus is developing a Devil Summoner Soul Hackers remake for the Nintendo 3DS. Famitsu Magazine reports originally released for Sega Saturn and PS1, Devil Summoner Soul Hackers takes place in a virtual world called Paradigm X. As a member of the Spookies hacking group, you hack into the world using a GUMP, that's a gun computer. Devil Summoner Soul Hackers will improve loading times and add additional battle animations for 3DS. Atlus also says the game will have full voice acting and from some other characters who did like some work in Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2. So, and yeah, they haven't really. It says it's scheduled for August 30th release in Japan. So this is a really interesting game, and I could totally see Atlus taking this up for localization on the 3DS, because let's face it, Atlus really hasn't done anything on the 3DS. I mean, yeah, they did Devil Survivor Overclock, but they hardly did anything to that game. They hardly touched it. They published a Mahjong game that was like Mahjong Cubed, and that was weird. But they really haven't spoiled the 3DS like they did with the original DS, so I could see this being maybe like the first game they pick up for localization. I want to play this game. I mean, there's absolutely no way to play this game. I I think it has some English patches that you could play with ROMs, but I don't want to do that, so I hope they can localize it. Because the Devil Summoner series started on the PS2 with the original Devil Summoner, and they made a sequel on the PS2, so it's a really interesting kind of spin-off to Mega 10 series. It would be really cool to see that on the 3DS. And my next article is the announcement of a new Hyperdimension Neptunia game. Compile Heart gives us a first look at Neptunia V. Neptunia V, that's V for Victory, is in development for PlayStation 3. Compile Heart opened a teaser site for the next game in the series, God Dimension game Neptunia V, which has a first look at Neptunia. Neptunia V is set in the 80s and brings the original game Goddess back with new landmasses. So, if you don't know Hyperdimension Neptunia, it's a series, well, it's actually a collaborative kind of game. Like the first one, Sega worked on it, Compile Heart worked on it, Gus worked on it, Nippon Ichi worked on it, so it's like kind of one of those crazy collaborations, but the whole kind of draw to it is this over-the-top story with like poking fun at the game industry, and the whole game takes place within the game industry, and there's references to like everything video game wise. So now it seems with V that they're trying to do like the same thing, but also pay homage to the 80s with just like 80s cartoons or 80s, just like anything 80s. So that seems really interesting, but this is for Japan, it's working in Japan, so who knows, maybe NISA picks it up later on down the line to be localized. But to be honest, I'm kind of worn out with Hyperdimension Neptunia. I gave the first one plenty of chance to grow on me. I played it for 30 hours and I just gave up on the game. It wasn't interesting. The story was going nowhere. But it had a really interesting concept which kept me playing. But it couldn't keep me playing all the way through. Then I picked up Mark II and I played that for like even less. Like I think I put maybe like 15 hours into it. Even though it is interesting, it's still got some humor, not as funny because Sega didn't work on the second one, which I think Sega gave the first one a lot of the humor that it had, but it added nice changes where it's more like open world and a better battle system, even though I didn't hate the battle system in the first one. But even that one I gave a little less chance because, I don't know, it didn't interest me long enough to just keep going, and that seems to be how I feel about the series. So would I pick it up? Probably, because like the 80s thing kind of really intrigues me of what they could do with that. But if anything, they're more novelty, kind of JRPG zone. They're very odd. There's nothing like that out there. But yeah. What about you, Clive? Got any news? Any more news?
Yeah, I got a few news stories for more Nintendo news too.
Yeah.
Recently the Nintendo Direct, released a video of the new news that Nintendo's having, and the first up is Kid Icarus Uprising AR cards are actually being released to be sold in stores. Nintendo is teaming up with Panini, which is kind of like an old trading card sticker company that used to, if you guys got any of their cards, you guys know what I'm talking about?
No. You would have to jog my memory on what they made.
Basically, they made like like little square stickers that you used to buy in like booster packs, and you could stick them on different things. You'll probably recognize their little logo. It was like kind of like this old classic knight, and he was carrying like a lance. That's kind of like their mascot.
Yeah.
No? Okay, well, look them up. If you want to look them up, it's spelled Panini, and they're teaming up with Nintendo to release the Kid Icarus AR cards to be sold in stores, so you can actually buy them in booster packs. And I believe they're going to start doing that with, like, the Series 2. That's why, like, a lot of people are after the AR cards now, because the ones that are out now are Series 1. So
it was a matter of time before they made booster packs. I mean, because Nintendo would be stupid if they didn't do that. That's like cha-ching, has cha-ching written all over it.
Yeah, Nintendo's going to make a lot of money on this stuff. I can tell you that right now. Let's see, more from Nintendo is a lot of Pokemon news. There's 2 new apps coming to the Nintendo 3DS. The first one is going to be called This is the Japanese name, as far as I know. This is the Pokemon AR Searcher. And what this is an app that you can use. If you guys ever tried Face Raiders on the 3DS?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried it when I first got mine.
Yeah, basically it's just like that. What you're going to do is you're going to actually use your 3DS to look at your surroundings, say like your bedroom or the mall or outside, wherever you are, and you can catch like Pokemon in your real life environment, and you can actually collect a lot of like exclusive rare Pokemon that you can only get from this app. And soon after the Pokemon Black and Pokemon White 2 games are released, you'll be able to transfer your Pokemon that you catch from this Searcher app to the new Black and White games.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. Like, I can't wait to get this. The only thing that kind of sucks about this is I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard this app is going to be kind of pricey, like somewhere between like actually no, not pricey. It's going to be like maybe around $3 or $5. That's what I heard. But the other app that I did hear was kind of pricey is the new Pokédex 3D Pro. And basically, if you guys have already downloaded the Pokédex for the 3DS already, basically I would say it's kind of like the same thing, but it's going to have all the past Pokemon from maybe like Red and Blue, Gold and Silver, Ruby and Sapphire, every single Pokemon that's ever been announced, released, been able to capture in any other game is going to be on this Pokédex Pro. Now, I say it's going to be kind of pricey because I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard it's going to be around like $12 or $15 for this app, and really, it doesn't really do anything as far as I know that differs from the Pokédex that's out right now. But if you're a Pokemon fan, I can see people buying this. I can see people buying both apps, especially the first one. So,
yeah.
What do you guys think?
I'm not interested, personally.
Well, you suck.
I didn't buy the first, or I didn't download the first one.
You suck too.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
You three suck.
I downloaded the Pokédex 3D and used it like once to see what it was and never used it again.
Yeah, me too.
Well, honestly, I think I might actually get probably both these apps because, like, I like Pokemon. I'm a huge fan of Pokemon, so especially the first one, the AR Searcher, where you can actually catch Pokemon and
kind of cool.
Transfer them to the Black and White 2 game. I think that's really freaking cool. So, see, other Nintendo news is Kirby is getting a collection for the Wii, much like Mario did for his 25th anniversary. Kirby's getting one for his anniversary, and basically it's the same thing, really. It's going to be like a collection of Kirby games on a Wii disc. I don't know what games are going to be included. They haven't really been announced yet, but I think that's awesome because Kirby's a great franchise to get into, and I haven't really played that many Kirby games in my entire life. I've only played a few.
I love Kirby.
Dan, I know you like Kirby.
Yeah, one of my favorites is just the original NES. So that'd be cool to add that on there. Kirby's Adventure. But I love Kirby. That little pink fluff ball. So fun. Yeah. I would hope Kirby's Adventure is on there. Maybe the Super Nintendo one, and maybe even like Kirby 64.
Sure.
Yeah. Maybe even that Kirby 64 game.
Crystal Stars or
Crystal Shards.
Yeah.
Crystal, that's the 64 one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
That'd be cool to add that.
Yeah, I hope it's a lot better than the Super Mario one was, because that one was basically like a joke.
It was a Super Nintendo game, which I already own.
Yeah.
But I still bought it for collector reasons, but at least
I bought it too.
Yeah, at least I
But
didn't have to open it.
Can't you just buy Crystal Shards on the Virtual Console?
You could, but
I think, but this is a whole collection of Kirby games on one disc.
yeah. ease of access. I would assume maybe it'd be like priced at around the same as like 30 for the All-Stars when that came out.
Yeah.
So it just comes down to preference. I mean, yeah, you could probably download, because you can go on and download all the All-Star games pretty much on the Virtual Console, the Mario games, but just like, do you want those downloads or do you want them on a disc? Like all the games on a disc?
Well, it's a preference to, like, do you want a actual physical copy or not, so. You know, I can't wait. I like Kirby, so.
Yeah,
See, and the last bit of Nintendo news is Mario Kart 7 is finally getting patched.
Thank God.
So
Finally.
So no more cheaters on the Mahu-Aku stage.
Thank God. That kills it. I hate that glitch.
Yeah, I know.
Wasn't there another glitch? That
Bowser's Castle.
Yeah, did they fix that one too?
I don't know. All I just know is the Mario Kart 7 is being patched. I don't know exactly what they're going to be fixing in it. But if they fix both levels, I don't know. But I know Mahu-Aku is one of them that they are going to fix. So
that one needs to be fixed, because that one just is an incredible leap forward if you exploit that glitch.
Yeah, like I totally stopped playing Mario Kart.
Yeah, I haven't played that forever.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's all about Kid Icarus now, but...
Yeah, I haven't played that in a while either.
Oh. But yeah, they fix the glitch. I'll have a reason to go back to Mario Kart 7. Plus, the new patch, it'll probably lead into like maybe downloadable content for this game.
Yeah,
maybe like new characters, maybe new levels,
tracks. Yeah, I'd love some new tracks.
So I think that's really cool. Just the concept of new characters, maybe with this patch, that would be awesome. Alright, well, the main story that I want to talk about is back in July of last year, a little Facebook page started up after the cancellation of Mega Man Legends 3. That Facebook website is called 100,000 Strong to bring back Mega Man Legends 3, and it's finally hit 100,000 likes on Facebook. Guys, this is where you say yay.
Yay!
Yay! Way to be enthusiastic, guys. No, but yeah, they finally got 100,000 likes, and you know what, this is actually really great news because it's going to show Capcom that people really want Mega Man Legends 3 to be made, even if it's just like a demo. You know, like how cool is that? Like people are actually pulling together to get something done. You know, much like the Operation Rainfall guys, you know, did with Xenoblade, and you know, the last story, you know, this is finally getting together with Mega Man Legends 3. So, you know, what's going to happen with Capcom now? It's basically the ball's in their court. Are they going to listen to fans, or are they going to, like, toss Mega Man aside like, you know, an old, dirty ragdoll? You know, like, you know, what do you guys think about this?
I think Capcom's not even going to pay any attention.
Really? You think they're just going to ignore fans?
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
That's what they've been doing.
I think it's awesome. Like any like just core foundation of fans that get together and do something like this, like Operation Rainfall or whatever, is really cool. And when they reach their goals, it's a really awesome thing. But I think Capcom's obviously, like, they must be well aware, like, 100,000 likes is actually quite a bit. Like, I think that's even more than, like, Operation Rainfall. So, and for something that's not even a physical copy, like, it's a downloadable game, it's like, why shouldn't they make it? And, like, is it really that hard to make a downloadable game? So, I think they should do it.
I think they should make even if they don't make the game, at least release a demo. You know, like, at least release something. You know, like, I'm not asking for the game, just release the prototype version that they originally announced a year ago. Yeah. That's what I think. You know, at least that would give the fans something.
Yeah, I agree.
Now,
what?
Nintendo needs to look at Operation Moonfall.
No.
Yes.
No one cares about Majora's Mask.
I do, damn it. A lot of people do. You made. Fuck you.
I'd rather have Mega Man Legends 3 over Majora's Mask.
You suck.
You suck.
Suck.
Yeah, you suck.
You suck.
You both suck.
No. No, we'll spend the entire podcast until this is solved. You suck, Techno.
Hell no.
Very good. You still suck. Anyway.
Yeah. Change the subject.
The last bit of Mega Man Legends news I have is Get Me Off the Moon International Strategy Team Japan met with one of its biggest supporters, Mauricia Rika. I always butcher Japanese names, I apologize, in person, and she has a strong connection with Capcom Japan. To support the community, she's releasing a Mega Man Legends soundtrack reprisal for Your Wind is Blowing and Another Sun at the end of May and early July. During the meeting, she said that if her soundtrack makes sales of 20,000 or more, Capcom Japan is likely to release Mega Man Legends 3, the prototype version, on the eShop. Even though it's no guarantees, keep in mind she's a well-networked individual. Fans of Japan in general do not expect an announcement of the new Mega Man title until next year, and the direction of Mega Man brand is still undecided. To that end, a website is opening up called legendsversus.com to allow the community to do a self-funding promotion. So I think that's really cool. Like, this is just another way to help Mega Man Legends 3 be made. Like, she's making the soundtrack, to basically tell Capcom we want this game. People are willing to buy this soundtrack. They're willing to buy the game. But anyway, I think that's fantastic news. That's all of my news. So
yeah,
yay,
yeah,
Yay.
Oh yeah.
yay.
Insane. Do you have any news?
The only news I really got is if you guys like Call of Duty, there's a new Call of Duty going to be announced on May 1st. So.
Was that the
Black Ops 2?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Black Ops 2 because there's different pictures of links. There was actually a picture of someone holding a European front cover art of. They say it's legit, but it hasn't been confirmed. But it looks legit from what the background and the Activision website looks like. So.
Honestly, I'm not really a fan of Call of Duty, but I have nothing against it.
I'm more of a original Call of Duty fan. 1, 2, and 4.
Yeah, 4 was the best.
Yeah. Okay. Hey guys.
What the fuck was that?
Hey guys.
Hey guys. No. Alright, so we here at the Press Start Podcast think the whole hour challenge thing was pretty hard on each of us because we couldn't do videos for our own channels because, we have work, school, and all that jazz, but we're still going to do something, and it's going to be like old arcade games, try to see how, many points we can get. Cliva, you know more about this, because you're the one that thought it up, so you take it away.
If I thought it up, why the hell are you talking about it?
Because you told me to! God damn it.
I'm sorry, that was just awesome. Do you want me to leave that part in? Because that was hilarious.
Sure.
Alright.
Believe it.
Yeah, basically, just like Techno said, is we've been doing a 1-hour challenge where we've been playing games in our backlog we just haven't gotten to, and just like Techno said, we record for an hour, but it takes so much longer than just an hour. Like, we gotta upload episodes, we gotta, embed the audio with the video. It takes a long, long time, and we really just don't have the time to do hour-long challenges. And basically, they weren't really challenges at all, because anyone could basically play an hour of a video game. So I kind of came up with this idea where we kind of alter the rules a little bit, and Dan and Techno have agreed for the most part. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to do an arcade challenge where we're each going to pick an arcade game, and we're going to play the game, try to get a set score, and then each week we're going to try to beat that score. Therefore, it adds challenge to the videos. It shortens the videos. It it gives people or listeners, viewers, something to cheer for, and it gives us an excuse to basically talk about old retro games that we don't really do a lot on the podcast. So yeah, why don't we go ahead and just maybe pick like an old classic arcade game that we're gonna challenge ourselves to try to beat the score every week.
Yes. Start us off.
Techno, what would you like to play?
Dig Dug.
Yes.
Really?
Dude, I fucking love Dig Dug. Dig Dug's badass.
It's a guy that digs in the dirt.
And
Yeah.
Kills enemies with a bike pump.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, is that game?
So brutal.
Yes. It's a brutal game. It'd be rated like M for mature if it came out nowadays. It's just like enemies popping, just it's violent.
Have you seen that Robot Chicken episode?
No.
Oh my god, it's hilarious. Like, it's all about Dig Dug, and then he gets a bike pump from his son or something. He's like, "Take this, Dad. You'll remember me." And then he uses it, and blood's everywhere. It's funny as shit.
So wait, what game am I thinking about? I totally get. What's the game where you're underground and you gotta drop rocks on monsters?
That's the same game.
It's just another mechanic you can use.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I totally forgot about the bike pump stuff. Alright, never mind. Okay, this game rocks.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Dan, what are you gonna pick?
The great bird-ass tactic. Joust for Midway. It doesn't get much more classic than that. Riding around on ostriches, hitting enemies with your bird-ass. Classic.
Bird-ass.
Suck at that game.
It's a challenging game. That's the thing about it. It's a really hard game to master because you can only flap your wings so fast, and the gravity and all that is really hard to get used to. So it's really challenging.
And for me, I'm gonna pick my favorite arcade game, the simple run through the maze Pac-Man.
Yes.
And yeah. And so what we're gonna do is the first week, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna play 2 games. The first game we're gonna set a high score, and the second game we're gonna try to beat the high score. And every week after that, we are only allowed to play 1 round or 1 game to try to beat the high score. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
So, it adds a lot of challenge to this, and I hope you guys really, like this new kind of segment we're gonna have, because it's we all think it's really cool.
Can't wait.
Until Techno plays Sonic Shuffle.
Oh god.
Can you get points in that?
Look at that, he's actually considering
It's not an arcade game.
Yeah, I know, because
it's a party
it's
game.
more party game, which I was already thinking about doing, but not, for this, but for, a stream, getting friends to play it with me and, kill themselves after it.
It's like Mario Party with Sonic.
Yeah. I don't know why people were hating on it, because it's the same fucking game.
Yeah. People like to hate on the original Mario Parties.
Tell you the truth, I've only played Sonic Shuffle for about 5 minutes, and then I got tired of it.
Yeah, not much fun by yourself.
Yeah. most of those multiplayer games aren't fun by yourself.
Yeah. Games you've been playing?
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
No, fucking Techno doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Alright, Techno, what the fuck do you want to do?
Games we've been playing.
Sounds good.
Alright, let's do it.
Go first, man.
Alright. Well, I've been playing some more of
Horrible
that
game.
What?
That's a horrible game.
No, Tales of Vesperia is
It's
not a
amazing.
horror game. It's one of the best fucking games ever created. And yes, I will say that.
I
Boom.
would say it too.
And dude, I didn't even know this till last week. Like, last weekend. It has fucking multiplayer. Are you fucking serious? A fucking RPG with multiplayer? And yes, I know Tales of whatever's on the GameCube, Symphonia. Yeah. Has multiplayer too, and that kicked ass, and fucking multiplayer on Tales of Vesperia, one of the greatest games of all time.
Multiplayer for
Makes
what?
it even better.
I didn't know.
What?
What kind of multiplayer? I don't even know, because I just played the game by myself.
You put in, like, you have to get all the character, or you have to get at least one character you can play, 3 players.
Oh, I honestly never knew that. So, like, is that local? Like, can you play online with that?
Yes. No.
Oh, okay, so it's like local, like you and your buddies can, like, pick a character and play. I didn't know that. That's actually really
Yep.
awesome. That's cool.
Dude.
Oh, I think I
Yeah.
heard something about that, but I never looked into it. Yeah. That's cool.
Did you actually try the multiplayer?
No, because I only have one controller.
That's a cool idea, though. I mean, you can think about that. Not a whole lot of RPGs let you, like you and your couple buddies, like in a casual or an RPG like that, just pop in and fight battles with you. That's really cool. Even
Yeah.
more reason to love the game. See, I beat the game over a year ago, and I'm still being amazed by the game.
Yeah, see? It's fucking amazing. If you don't have it still, I should just fucking shoot you with a shotgun.
Break some kneecaps.
I do not have this game.
You
I'm
know
gonna
who's
have
getting
to
shot.
shoot you in the face with the shotgun, and then break your kneecaps after. I know you won't feel the kneecap breaking, but it'll still make me happy to do that.
Awesome. So you'll get the joys of killing me. Great.
Yes. Because you would need this game, and then play it with your friends,
Yeah.
and you'll even have even more fun.
You know what, Techno? I'll get this game and I'll play it if you play the Barney game on the Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking buying that game.
Then I'm not playing Tales of Vesperia.
Dude, that's like a sin, dude.
It's a sin not to play Barney.
No, it's not.
Well, I gave you a choice, man.
God damn it. Dude, I'm not even a fucking RPG player, and I fucking love this game.
Dude, I'm not a Barney player, but I fucking love him.
Why?
Because he's awesome?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Tales of Vesperia whoops Barney's ass.
Barney for the Sega Genesis. Whoops, Tales of Vesperia's ass.
No. You haven't played it. You
Yes.
need to.
But in
See,
all honesty,
fucking,
yeah.
even fucking, Dan knows.
Oh, of course, I've known for so long.
Well,
But-
Dan's known for a year.
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing the
Yeah, I
game
know.
again. I'll be playing the game again in a couple of weeks. I'll be starting my second playthrough because it would have been a year. I beat the game last summer. And yeah, it's so good that I want to play this game on a yearly basis again and again and again. I've actually
now-
been dying to play it again.
Now you know you can play with a friend.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. That'd be so fun.
Yeah, I'll go over to Dan's house. I'll play with him.
Yeah, be a clay. He'll be repeat, and I'll be you.
Well, we'll all go to Dan's house
So I'll play Tales
and
of
play it. Yes.
But in all honesty, if you don't have a 360, the game is so good that that game alone makes it worth owning a 364 since it's exclusive. Yeah, I beat the game, and when I beat the game, I was like, I'm so glad I had a 360 for this game. It's amazing. So yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I don't even know what we were doing.
I don't know.
Am I like doing my games I've been playing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, see, that's what happens whenever you talk about one of the greatest games of all time, Tales of Vesperia. You just lose track. But I have been playing some other games.
No way.
Like Dynasty Warriors, Gundam 3. Wow. Dun, dun, dun. And I've just been breaking bitches up and just
Killing robots.
Killing them robots, them Gundams.
Same thing.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Is it a robot?
They might as well be.
Is it a robot if you're in the thing?
It's a mech. It's called a mech.
Yeah.
It's called a mech, not a robot, because a robot is something that can move on its own.
Okay, now you're just splitting hairs, man. There's like androids, there's droids, there's mechs, there's robots.
Well, androids are...
They're the same thing.
They're
not.
They're a mechanical being held by a biological force.
Exactly.
No, listen. Okay. Fuck.
Okay.
Okay. See.
Android 18 was human
Right.
before. They were all. But wouldn't that make her a cyborg?
No.
Since she has real...
You literally just
human
called
parts.
her... You literally just called her Android 18.
Well, yeah, that's what they call her.
That's because
they
she's an
didn't know.
android.
They didn't know. Because, you know, fucking Krillin goes like, hey, Shinron, take this bomb out of her. And he's like, I can't do that because she's not really an android. And he's like, and they're all like, what the fuck?
Wait a minute. Hold on. What is your original case? What are you
I don't
arguing?
even know like robot technology.
Are you arguing that robots are not the same as Gundams?
Yes.
Okay, describe a Gundam.
They're little, they're not little, but they're machines that people get inside them and move them. Robots are things that can move themselves and have, you know, can think for themselves.
Well, how about this? Isn't there such things as pre-programmed Gundams that don't have pilots?
Astro Boy.
So
and Mega Man.
That's a
robot.
Are you telling me that you cannot get inside of a robot? What is preventing you from getting inside of a robot?
That just break the damn thing.
That's not answering my question.
I don't understand what you're asking.
Okay, you basically just said a robot is something that moves on its own, thinks on its own, but a Gundam is something you get into and drive.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's called a mech.
Are you telling me it is physically impossible to get inside of a robot, rewire it, and control it from the inside?
Now you're just fucking making it complicated.
No, blow it out of proportion.
No, I mean not from inside. What are you talking about?
Inside, like getting inside. You know the phrase inside, right? It means inside something.
Oh yeah.
Like when I go in the house, I'm inside the house.
Yeah, but you don't. Oh my god! Then it would not be like. What are you like? Actually saying, like, see, Gundams, you get in it, it has controls to move the motherfucker.
Yeah, I got that.
But a robot has fucking wires everywhere. Now, see, if you had, like, you were out of the robot, but you had, like, a little control, and, yeah, you would control it.
Okay.
But
yeah,
getting in a robot
Good enough. Next game.
God damn.
That was
I don't know.
Robot.
I kind of want to hear more of this.
That was
actually.
Robot 101 with a PSP. Next game.
See, a mech is like Gundam, Big O, fuck, what's that? Macross, but that's more like a jet.
Okay. Yeah, hey, I'll bring up this.
Okay.
Transformers. Optimus Prime. What is he?
That is a robot.
It's a Okay, he's a robot. You just said that.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
No.
one gets in it.
Don't interrupt. He's a robot. You just said this, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Are you telling me when he Optimus Prime, when he transforms into a truck or a fire engine or whatever the hell he transforms into now, people cannot get inside of him? Can people not get inside him?
Yes, they can.
Okay. So people can get inside Optimus Prime, but he's still a robot. How is that based on your logic?
But whoa. But not whenever he transforms into his...
No. See, now, again, you're splitting hairs. He's still Optimus Prime.
Never, ever in a million years did anyone was inside fucking Optimus Prime when he transformed, unless I didn't see it in any other cartoon that he was in. No one did.
Okay, it really doesn't
But
matter.
he was a truck.
No. It doesn't matter if you've seen people get inside him in robot form. He's still a robot when he's a truck.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
I guess so.
Okay, and
But see, I'm just saying, Gundams are not robots because they don't think for themselves. They have to have someone else do it.
Well, that's a totally different thing then.
Oh my god. Dude, we gotten fucking off topic so bad.
No, this is fantastic. I think people are going to love this conversation.
The great
I
robot
hope
debate.
they do. I hope you leave in everything.
Well, no, we'll let... Okay, our listeners who are listening to this right now, please leave a comment below or write Techno or myself personally with a definition of an android, robot, mech, not Gundam, because Gundam's basically a mech anyway, cyborg, any robot version that you could possibly think of. I want definitions for each one of these.
I'll just fucking look them up for myself.
No, because I don't know, Techno. This is the greatest conversation I've ever had with you.
God. Because a cyborg...
Okay, explain a cyborg then.
I always thought a cyborg was someone that had human parts, or, was human but had metal parts.
Correct.
In it. That would be Android 18.
No, androids are different.
No, listen. They called her Android 18 because they didn't know she was human. Because how in the hell did Krillin get some of that bootay
Oh, don't even
and
bring
have
that
a
in.
kid?
Don't even bring sex into this, man.
I'm just saying.
Okay, hold on. We're going to settle this right now. I am looking up cyborg and all these other things. Okay, let's look up cyborg on the dictionary.
Wikipedia, here I come.
Yeah, here we go. We're looking up these words. Cyborg. Okay, cyborg is a living being who possesses powers that are enhanced by computer implants. That's a cyborg. Okay?
Okay.
Android. We'll type in Android now. Android is... Okay, Android is a robot resembling a human being. So, that's the difference between an android and a cyborg. Cyborg has powers. Okay? Now we'll look up robot.
Oh my god.
No. Okay, robot. Oh shit, hold on, backed up. Okay, robot. A machine that resembles a human or does mechanical routine tasks on command. So basically, you're correct. He does things without humans. Now, what was the other one you wanted? Mech?
Yes.
Okay, mech. We'll look up mech. I don't think there's... Okay, mech, mechanical machine. Oh, mechanism. Alright, I guess we'll look up mechanism. That's the only word. Okay, mechanism is an assembly of moving parts performing a complete functional motion, often being part of a large machine. So, it says nothing about being driven by humans. But this is mechanism, not mech.
Yeah, see.
Well, C, no, you can't say C. That
Gundam.
Dude, do you think the word Gundam's going to be in the dictionary?
No. Look up Gundam in Wikipedia and see what it says, what a fuck a Gundam is.
I'm there right now. Let's see.
Alright, Dan's looking up Gundam.
I'm looking for a specific definition of what it is. Let's see.
Or just type in Google, what the hell is a Gundam?
Oh wait. Most Gundams are large bipedal vehicles controlled by cockpits by a human pilot. The majority of these mobile suits have a cockpit in the torso of the machine with a camera built into the head that transmit images to the cockpit, with the exception of head-mounted cockpits in Psycho Gundam, and are non-sentient machines, with the exceptions of Artificial Intelligence Alice in the side story Gundam Sentinel, and 4 mobile suits with the exam system and sharing new type human soul.
What?
Read that again about the human souls thing.
Oh, that's something else. Oh, where is that? Let's see. Okay, I'll read this again, just the definition again. Most Gundams are large bipedal vehicles controlled from cockpits by a human pilot. The majority of these mobile suits have a cockpit in the torso of the machine, with a camera built into the head to transmit images to the cockpit, and there's like parentheses, with the exception of the head-mounted cockpits in Psycho Gundam, and are non-sentient machines with the exceptions of Artificial Intelligence called Alice in the side story Gundam Sentinel, and 4 mobile suit with the exam system and sharing new type human soul in Blue Destiny. So, I don't know.
So, Techno, tell me again why a Gundam is different from a robot.
Oh my god.
No. He basically just said Gundams have, some Gundams have human souls, therefore they can...
Some,
yes.
But I'm talking about Gundam Wing, Gundam...
No, see, now you're being
specific.
Be specific.
You're being specific. I'm talking about general. There's no difference between robot.
That's only in 2 series.
No, see, you're not looking at it as a whole. There's no difference between mechs and robots. Because your definition of a mech or Gundam is somebody who gets inside of this machine and controls it.
Then what the hell is Big O?
I've never seen Big O, so I don't know what the hell Big O is.
It's Big
Okay.
O.
But no, basically, your definition of a mech or Gundam is somebody who gets inside of a machine and controls it from the inside. Your definition of a robot is something that moves completely on its own, okay? Now, if you want to get specific, let's bring in Neon Genesis Evangelion. People get inside those giant robots and control them, yes. But when the pilot is knocked unconscious, sometimes the Evangelion acts on its own and goes berserk. Now, is the Evangelion a robot, or is it a mech?
I found a definition. I found a definition here. Okay, it sums it up. I looked up Big O, mecha, as we call it, and there's one keyword that pretty much sums it up to end it. Big O is the premier mecha of the Big O anime TV series, a black Megadis piloted by series protagonist Roger Smith. Here we go. the robot was designed by series creator Kinichi Sato. So there you go. It's a robot.
There you go. He calls it a robot, but he gets inside of it.
It's a robot you get inside of.
There you go. So there you go. There's no difference between a mech and a robot.
Let's get fucking past this shit.
Victory! Alright, what else are you playing?
God
I really hope the listeners enjoyed that, because that was fun.
And I want to go cry now.
Oh, don't be hating, man. That was actually fun. You gotta admit that was enjoyable.
A little bit. Till I lost.
What else have you been playing, man?
Oh my god. Played some Fire Emblem. The one that they gave us on the 3DS. I don't know what the name of that one is.
I don't remember.
A little bit of F-Zero Max Velocity, I think it's called. It's the same one on
GBA.
3DS.
I have that game.
Yeah.
You talking about Fire Emblem on the DS, you just said?
3DS.
The GBA one for Ambassador Program.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. Sorry. I was gonna look him up.
Yeah, the one on the DS is called Shadow Dragon.
Actually it's Mario Kart, not Super Mario Kart. Super Circuit? Yeah.
Yeah, Super Circuit. You're talking about the GBA one?
Yep.
Yep, Super
My
Circuit.
fucking favorite.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm looking up this Fire Emblem from the GBA, and it basically just says Fire Emblem. There's no subtitle to it.
I think it's called Fire Emblem and the Sacred Stones, if I remember. Yep.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem and the Sacred Stones. That's what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I played some Angry Birds.
Everyone does that. Everyone else do. About 1 million
And
people.
I played I'm Addicted, all because of Pete, of Draw Something.
Oh my god.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I can't stop. It's taken over my life.
I want to try that. I have an Android, but it'd kind of be hard to draw on a smaller screen.
Well, see, that's what I got too.
Yeah. How does it work on an Android?
It's,
good.
It's iPad, but a lot smaller.
Yeah. Do you find it easy to draw on? Like,
fuck no, because you got to use your finger.
yeah.
And I'd see if I had a pen, like, if you could use, like, a stylus, which I've tried, but,
It doesn't work with that.
the phones sense the heat in your finger.
Yeah.
It, doesn't work, so. And, played, last weekend was free, or open beta for Diablo 3.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, anyone who has any interest in Diablo 3, pick it up May 15th. Do it. It's amazing. I finished the beta like that Sunday, and yeah, it's awesome. I picked Barbarian, whooped ass. Yeah.
How good was the beta? Was it run smoothly, or was it glitchy or anything like that?
I had some slowdown, but a lot of people were playing, so
Oh, okay. Did you do like multiplayer and stuff? Did you team up with people?
No. I played it. I don't know if you can.
Well, it's still the beta, so you probably couldn't, but...
Yeah. I'm not for sure, though. And, talking about betas here, still playing some Phantasy Star Online 2, motherfuckers. Yeah!
Oh god.
It's awesome.
I see you on that all the
Amazing.
time. It's like Steam pop-up. He's playing Phantasy Star Online too, of course.
Yeah! Okay, see, at first you're like, you create your character, and see, it's in fucking Japanese. Like, okay, so, you create your character, and see, and it's all in Japanese, so you can't read shit unless you download this patch that, these files that, some people have made, and they update it every so now and then, so it's still updating. And, you put it in your files, and then, part of it is in English, so you can get through, creating your character and all that good jazz, and it's awesome. It like, you go through like a tutorial, you gotta press left click to do your standard move, and then right click to do like a special type move. And I picked the hunter because I always pick the hunter all the time, no matter what. I do play as the ranger, I think it's called, with the sniper rifle. Pow, yeah. And I mean, if you were a fan of Phantasy Star Online 1 on PC, Dreamcast, Xbox, GameCube, I mean, why the hell wouldn't you pick this up? It's amazing. So yeah, I think that's all I have played.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh god. Next. Who wants to go next?
You can go next.
Okay, I've been playing Gundam. No, okay. Okay.
You motherfucker.
So, no, in seriousness, I put some more time into Tales of Grace's F on the PS3, and I'm actually almost done with the game. I'm about 40 plus hours into the game, and I kind of beat the final boss, and I'm at that area basically towards the end with the final boss, so maybe I would say tops couple hours. Really enjoying it, even though the game does have issues. Like, it is a really slow beginning, but it does get really good. The battle system is different, but still true to like typical Telltale games. But I noticed as like the battles started to go along later in the game, I don't know if it was just like my system running it, but there's some definite slowdowns during some of the bigger battles, but it's nothing too bad. And speaking of mechs, no, this is serious. Speaking of mechs, I played some more Wartech Senko no Randi, which is a fighting game / shoot 'em up with mechs, and it's part fighting game where you face like head to head. You guys have health bars. It's an arcade game, so it's not very long. It's maybe like 40 minutes, and I just played some of that, beat a new story with a new character. The interesting thing is it's actually got different final bosses depending on which character you play as, because that caught me off guard because I beat the game twice with two characters and they had the same final stage, but I went through it this time with another character and it had a completely different final stage, and I think it was a lot harder than the other final stage, but that's a really fun, just kind of quirky game to pick up every now and then. And lastly, I didn't play too much, but I've been talking about this game to some people and all that, and it's a phenomenal game, even though it is kind of a short game, but it's a short and sweet, masterful experience on the PC and on the iPad and iPhone. And that is Super Brothers Sword and Sorcery EP. It recently got released on Steam, and it's a phenomenal, like, old school point and click adventure with some kind of like battle mechanics, but just a phenomenal game. The soundtrack is absolutely phenomenal. Presentation is phenomenal. It's just great gameplay and nice, like, masterful adventure. Like, it's really unique. Like, it's a hard game to describe. but it's a unique experience. Like, it's an experience, and there's nothing quite like it. But it's not the longest game in the world. I'm trying to savor the game, I guess you could say, so I'm trying to take my time with it, because I'm already, like, I would say I played maybe 6 hours, 5 hours, and I'm already, like, 80% through the game, so this may be, like, a 6-hour game, but I'm really trying to savor the game, sip it like a fine wine or something. It's just a phenomenal game. Definitely a unique experience, nothing quite like it, and it doesn't cost a whole lot. I think it only costs, like, $5 for iPad and iPhone, and I think it's $8 on Steam, but it was recently on sale, so definitely look into it. Really unique game. And I'm going to let our guest go next. Insane, what have you been playing?
I've been playing Prototype 2, because that recently just came out.
Nice.
And it's really, really good. It's a lot better than the first one. Yeah. And then I also been playing some Ghost Recon Future Soldiers beta. And I say it's gonna kill Call of Duty.
Really?
It's really fun. It's really fun if you have like friends to play with, but if you don't if you're not gonna play with like your friends, or if you don't have a headset, it's not really worth playing online. And then I also been playing some Diablo 2 on the PC because I recently just picked that up. And I think that's about it.
Nice. Are you interested in Diablo 3 after playing 2?
Yeah.
Nice. What about you, Cliva? What you been playing?
I've been playing more Kid Icarus, doing the online stuff with Holly and a bunch of other YouTubers, and I've been using the cursed palm like as my weapon, and I mainly been using that because I like the homing attack to that weapon. But I found out there's another weapon that has like better homing, and that's the pudgy palm. So I switched to the pudgy palm. I haven't tried it yet, so I'm really excited to try the pudgy palm, and I hope I like that weapon a lot better than the cursed palm. If not, obviously I'm going to go back to the cursed palm. But yeah, I'm still doing multiplayer on that. It's a lot of fun. I've been playing some more Castlevania Lords of Shadows for the Xbox 360. I just got to the 6th chapter, and it's a good hack and slash beat 'em up game, just like God of War. I love the voice of Patrick Stewart in the game. He's not the main hero, but every time he is on screen, I just love listening to his voice. But it's a good game. I do recommend it. You can get it like really cheap at like GameStop for like maybe like $20 now. So I recommend that. And the last game I've been playing is I've been in like a huge Pokemon mood like the last few days, and I recently just picked up the Pokemon Ranger, the Guardian Signs for the DS, and I've never played a Pokemon Ranger game before, and I'm absolutely loving this game. It really reminds me of like Chrono Trigger or Final Fantasy III or Final Fantasy VI if you want to go by the Japanese name, but it reminds me of that style, like the characters, they have no voice acting, it's all text, but it just reminds me, they get into these crazy situations that, again, reminds me of just like Chrono Trigger or Final Fantasy. How the game works, it's not turn-based, it's not a strategy RPG. Basically what you do, if you guys are familiar with Pokemon trainers from the anime, they capture Pokemon, but they don't keep the Pokemon. Basically they capture Pokemon, they use them for like one deed, one thing, and then they let them go. So basically how the game works is when you battle a Pokemon, you actually have to use your stylus to kind of like draw a line or a circle around the Pokemon, kind of like a lasso. And you do this a couple times till like, I guess you become friends with that Pokemon. And from that point on, he follows you around. And he'll follow you around forever until you get to like a certain situation where you need that one particular Pokemon skill. And you can carry about maybe 5 or 6 Pokemon with you at a time. So say like you come to a situation where you have to like cut a log in half. Well, you have a Bulbasaur with you. There you go. He can cut the log in half. If you come to a situation where you need something, to be electrified and you have like a Pikachu with you, great, you have a Pikachu with you. And once you use your Pokemon for that one specific job, then they leave and they take off. you set them free and you can go ahead and you capture other Pokemon. I really recommend these games. I haven't only played one, but I recommend this one because it's a lot of fun. Like I said, it reminded me of the old Chrono Trigger Final Fantasy games, and it's very easy. It's very simple. It does get difficult sometimes, especially in like the boss Pokemon. I'm fighting one of the legendary dogs right now. He's kind of a little pain in the ass to tame or catch right now, but I really recommend the Pokemon Trainer series. I'm having a lot of fun with it. But that's it for me, really. Just those 3 games.
Nice.
So
Awesome.
So
Cool.
Yeah.
and none of those had mechs or robots in them.
Shut up. I want to say something about Diablo 3.
All right, go for it.
For people that don't know and are interested, it does not have LAN capabilities. It's multiplayer only, unlike Diablo 2. So, yeah. You gotta be online.
So
Yep.
Is that going to hurt a lot of people?
A little bit, because I LAN a lot, or, well, not a lot much anymore because of work, but, when we do, me and my friends LAN, it probably won't hurt much, because we'll just, pick up, Diablo 2, but, people's fucking played that to death, and would like to play, Diablo 3 LAN, but, yeah, I was going to say that probably someone would find out somehow, but since it's Blizzard, you have to have a battle.net, like, username and password.
Yeah, I forgot about the battle.net stuff.
Yeah, so.
Alright. So,
question.
yeah, what time is it?
What time is it, Techno?
It's question time!
I think that was abnormally worse than ever.
That was very, very high pitched.
I cringed.
Oh.
Alright, we have a couple questions here. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 of them. And our first question comes from our good friend Blake from Blake's Game Room. And he asks, what are some of your all's, he actually said your all's, favorite DS games?
Oh god. I just did a video about this.
I know, I saw that.
So I guess we'll start off. Okay, hands down, one of my top favorites, Solo to Robo, Red the Hunter. A really nice, simplistic action RPG by Bandai Namco Games. Personal favorite SRPG of mine's on the DS, which is available on the PSP as well. Nights in the Nightmare, part of the Department Heaven series. Can't go wrong with Mario Kart DS, New Super Mario Bros., stuff like that. Etrian Odyssey 3, fantastic old school dungeon crawler RPG. And Asphalt Urban GT, fantastic racing game on there. The Professor Layton series, like Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box. And that's a good amount. I'll leave it there. What about you guys?
Let's see, for me, I like most of them are RPGs, actually. I like Chrono Trigger on there. I like the Pokemon series. I like Final Fantasy 3 and 4. I love the Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. Mario Kart DS was a good one. Mega Man Zero Collection was good. Solus Robo. The Sonic Classic Collection was good. One of my favorite series on the DS are the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG card games. I like those a lot because they actually had online multiplayer where you could play against different people.
Oh, dude, really?
Really? Yeah, dude, you've never tried those?
No, I only played the, goddamn, what was it called on GBA? Like, Spiritual something.
Yeah, Spirit Caller, I think it's called, but, yeah, dude, pick up the pick up the newest Yu-Gi-Oh for the DS. I think the newest one is 2011. People might be still playing that. Yeah, but yeah, you could play people online, and like you could play me, and it's great. You could build your own decks. You know, your real decks that you can use in real life. You know, I highly recommend the Yu-Gi-Oh series if you're into the actual card game.
Yeah, see, like, I heard about they had one on fucking Xbox Live, and then I tried to go and download it, and they took it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
they did that with
just like that one.
Yeah. They took off Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 too, but I had that downloaded right when it was, out for Xbox Live.
Well, these DS ones are just like the Xbox 360 one when it was available. So yeah, I recommend if you like the Yu-Gi-Oh series, get the newest one definitely. And then I hope they really continue it for the 3DS because I love they're like Madden. I picked up every single one every single year. So, but that's it for me really. Insane.
I guess Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, and then the Mario Kart, and then the new Super Mario Brothers. That's probably about it.
Okay. I totally forgot the subtitle for this one. Golden Sun. It's the third one.
Dark Dawn.
Yeah, Dark Dawn. Oh my god, I love Golden Sun. I love it, love it, love it, love it. It's amazing. And I love the whole story about it, because, like, in the first one, you play as Isaac, and then in the second one, you play as the bad guys, and, so when you guys meet up, and it's cool. And then the fucking third one, on the DS, you play as Isaac's son. So, yeah. And I would have to say Pokemon Soul Silver, because Silver on the Game Boy Color was my fucking favorite Pokemon game of all time. I didn't get into Ruby or Sapphire. I stopped after Silver, and then whenever I heard Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I blew my load everywhere. I was like, yes! Yeah.
That was a good one.
It was,
I had Silver on the original Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
Good
I had
stuff.
Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, and I didn't know this till, a while back, like 4 years ago, but, like, the main character of Red and Blue and Yellow is named Red.
Yeah, well, yeah, he was red and blue, I think.
Yeah.
And then whatever your rival was the other one.
The rival was Blue, and then, yeah. Or, I don't know.
I just always named him Gary.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
First one I named him Ash and Gary.
Yeah.
But we know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and Gold and Silver, the hero character is Gold, and the villain Silver. Yeah, it's badass. So, what else? Mario Kart DS before it got fucked by the hackers. That game, you can't play that game online anymore.
No, still a fun game.
Yeah, it still is, but...
Has some of the best track design in the Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Of the new ones. Like new courses.
Trying to think of... Oh! Don't know why you guys didn't say this, but Dragon Quest 9?
I haven't gotten into the Dragon Quest games yet.
Fuck! It's amazing! Dude, Johnny, if you're listening to this, thank you. He got me into Dragon Quest. Like, I did play Dragon Warrior 1 back in the day on the NES, but I didn't know what the fuck I was doing because I was like, what, 3? And I'm trying to think of other Contra 4.
Good one.
But it's hard as shit.
Sounds like Contra.
Yeah. Like, it's hard as balls. Yeah. I can't think of it.
That it?
That's a good amount.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So our next question is from Tempest. He asks a very strange question. He uses, if you had a chewing gum based on your favorite video game character, what would it taste like?
Okay. It's a question you don't get asked every day.
I'm gonna say wintergreen.
For what character?
I don't know. My favorite video game character is Mega Man, but my favorite gum flavor is wintergreen. So I don't know how the two go together, but that's what I'm gonna. That's what I'm going with.
I don't even know what the hell you just asked.
I don't know. The question doesn't make any sense. He says, if you had a chewing gum based on your favorite video game character, what would it taste like?
I don't know.
I don't know. Like I said, my favorite video game character is Mega Man, but I like wintergreen chewing gum, so...
It wouldn't matter because the taste of it would just go away so fast. Get where I'm going with this?
There you go. He thought outside the box.
Oh, so Sonic and just a regular type of gum. Because it just wears away fast.
Yeah, dude. Boom.
That's clever.
I know.
Oh no.
I'm just that kind of guy.
I would just go with Yuri Low, but it would just taste like, I don't know, my personal favorite kind of gum.
Badass.
Yeah, it'd be a badass flavor. Just leave it at that. It's a badass character, so it'd be badass tasting.
Alright, insane.
I don't know.
It's a tough question.
Yeah.
If
I
you
guess
pick Mario, it'll taste like shrooms.
I was actually thinking of Mario, but I wasn't thinking of shrooms.
Is that it? You can't think of anything?
No.
Okay.
Alright, let's see. Next question's from Michael Doyd, and this is Birdman from the Screw Attack website, I believe.
Oh yeah.
And he asks, what franchise deserves to be made into a pinball game? For example, Sonic Spinball or Metroid Pinball, and you can't say those two.
I can't say Sonic Spinball 2.
No. You have to pick something else.
I loved Sonic Spinball. It had amazing music.
You can't say that one. You have to say something else.
There was already there was Kirby Pinball,
Yep.
Pikachu Pokemon Pinball, Metroid, Sonic.
I think he's asking a series that has not been turned into a pinball game before, though.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm just trying to think, and it's so damn hard. I can't think. I'm
going to go with Mega Man. Classic Mega Man with all the different power-ups from the different robot masters.
Final Fantasy Pinball.
That'd be cool.
Different tables.
Yeah,
a table theme for each game. So Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3. Like, that'd be cool. All the little sounds of the Final Fantasy games. Yeah.
Tales of Vesperia? Fuck, I don't know.
Tales of Pinball.
Yeah, Tales of Pinball with a bunch of different characters from each series, or each game.
I would play that.
Insane.
I don't know, I guess, does it have to be a video game, or could it be like, you know...
he asked what franchise, so I guess it could be anything. It could be Coca-Cola.
Star Wars? Star Wars?
There you go. Star Wars.
Good.
Alright. Let's see. Brent asks, what are your thoughts on the new Super Mario Bros. 2?
I'm interested. I'll buy it.
Yeah,
like
me
it.
too.
Me too.
I like 2D
Mario.
side-scrolling.
Yeah, it's Mario. He has a raccoon Tanuki suit. I'm gonna get it.
Sold.
Yeah, I'll probably pick it up too.
Techno hates Mario.
No, I don't. That was just back in the 90s.
So, what are your thoughts about it?
Interested?
Sure. I mean, I got the first one. Might as well get... Like, here's the thing. If I pick up a series, like new Super Mario Brothers, Infamous, or something, I have to get the second one. No matter what, it's something I do. I don't know why. Even if the game sucks. I don't know. Kind of like Bioshock. Bioshock 2, I wouldn't say sucked, because it didn't. Just people are like bitchy over that whole thing, but it wasn't as good. I know that, but I still liked it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, next question is from Alien Gamer 987. He asks, if you had to pick 5 of your top favorite franchises, what would they be? Let's see. For me, I'm gonna go with Street Fighter, Mega Man, Final Fantasy, Pokemon, and Halo.
Okay. I think I got mine. Go with Mario, Kirby, Tales of, Final Fantasy, and Need for Speed.
Sonic, Bioshock. God damn, this is hard as shit.
Just pick 5 games you really like, dude.
You said franchises, though, like...
No Fantasy Star? Come on, Techno.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ!
I need to come over there and slap you in your face.
Yeah, no. Fantasy Star,
Jack and Daxter.
Shinobi.
Oh yeah, Jack and
Fuck
Daxter.
Shinobi. Jack and Daxter.
There we go.
Yes.
We're naming the
There
port
you
here.
go.
Yeah, I know, we're naming them for him. So what do you have? You have Sonic, Jack and Daxter, Bioshock,
Fantasy Star.
Fantasy Star,
and Jack and...
no,
Shinobi.
what was it? Shinobi.
Shinobi.
Okay, so there's his 5.
Rename that.
God, I'm brain dead this episode.
What about you, Insane?
Mass Effect.
Good one.
Pokemon. I don't know if would you consider Borderlands, because it is, it is a franchise because they're getting a sequel.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah, because
serious.
Borderlands, yeah. And then trying to think of some other games. I guess Mario and then Sonic.
Alright. Alright, the last question, it's from Mikey's Monarch, and he has 2 questions. The first question is if you can create one video game based on any podcast member, what would it be and why? His second question is if you could create a video game based on one Press Start podcast member, what would it be and why?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, first off, let's answer the first one.
Okay.
First question. Now, read that again.
If you could create a video game based on any podcast member, what would it be and why?
Now, does it have to be our podcast?
Any, that first one's any.
The first one's any podcast. The second
Okay.
question is our podcast.
Pete, and the whole thing is collecting shit. Just running around collecting a bunch of fucking shit.
Why?
Because he collects shit.
Okay, there
I'll
you
be
go.
one for that shit.
Alright.
Because he's in line for that shit.
Alright, and what Press Start member would you want turned into a video game and why?
Myself?
Okay.
Dude, I just...
What game and why?
What game?
Yeah, like, what, would it be a shooter or something like that, or
Um,
platformer?
no, not a platform. Or a shooter. Dude, I've always wanted, ever since we did the podcast, I wanted to make our own RPG with all of us in it.
Damn it. So my idea. Turn-based RPG with all of us as party members.
Yep.
That actually is really cool.
Fucking, we meet, like, all the other podcast members, like AGG, OKS, and, you know, all the others. It'd be badass.
That was my idea. For a random, like, a different podcast, I would have Jason Heine, the Game Stopper, and it's like a beat 'em up and setting GameStop where he's just beating up like GameStop employees. He's all buff and shit. That'd be fun as well. And for ours, I was definitely thinking of like the PSP, the Quest or something, a turn-based RPG with all of us. It'd be so much fun. With all of us saying like our one-liners and stuff like that.
Let's see. I'm gonna go with Tim, aka Jumble Junkie from the OKS podcast, and he is going to be in Street Fighter, like a fighting game. And reason why, because I like fighting games, he likes fighting games, and I could easily see him in a fighting game, throwing out all his one-liners, like For Sure and Sexcellent, and I could easily see him doing that. And then for our podcast, I would want Techno to be in a video game, and I want it to be a Dance Revolution game.
What the fuck?
Because I think that would be the best damn Dance Revolution game I could ever possibly play.
I would buy that. That'd be amazing.
It would. It'd be pretty funny.
God damn it.
And then behind him, he could even you have a choice. You could either have mechs or robots dancing with him.
Oh my god. Yes. I really want. Where do I go to pre-order this?
GameStop.
Pre-order now and get the Mech DLC.
What about you, Insane? What would you pick?
JS Fights from the Game Arena podcast and being an RPG.
Yes.
Kind of a lot. And then I'd pick Point Blank Games for. Oh no, that's too my bad. Then I'd pick TechnoSqueek as a like Mario 2D platformer.
Nice. Yeah, we all know how much she loves Mario.
Alright, that's all our questions, man.
What would be my attack, though?
You would call up mechs and robots to fight for you.
In a platformer?
Yeah, why not?
That was interesting.
That's why you're around like Yoshi and Mario.
Yeah. You hop on a mech or something.
Or get on one?
Yeah.
Alright, that's all our questions, so what do you guys say? We ended here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good place to end.
Well, we want to thank our guests for being on the podcast tonight.
Yeah.
And why don't you, like, go ahead, plug your channel, plug, your stuff, what you do and stuff for our listeners one more time?
Yeah, like I said, I'm Insane. I do gameplays, game reviews, pickups, anything, like basically a gaming channel, so.
Nice.
Cool.
Yep.
And they can find me on YouTube as Quickfreeze4, and that's the number 4. And I also have a Quickfreeze Facebook, kind of like a fan page. You can go there and like me. I do updates on the channel, updates on this podcast, and yeah. What about you, Dan? Where can they find you?
You can find me at youtube.com/nostalgicdan1. I also do have a Twitter, which is nostalgicdan. It's similar to Clive, but I do have a Facebook page where you can find me as Nostalgic Dan and like me on there. And I do have a live streaming page at twitch.tv/nostalgicdan. What about you, Techno? Where can our fine listeners find you?
Well, they can find me at youtube.com/MrTechnoSqueek. And I also have a Twitter, which is the same thing. So, trying to keep it all, close together. And I do have a twitch.tv, which I'm wanting to start doing more streams and stuff, and that is also MrTechnoSqueek. It's they're all one giant word, MrTechnoSqueek. And remember the 2 E's. And that is it for me.
And for this podcast, of course, you can find it on YouTube as the Press Start Pod. You can listen to all our episodes there. We will also put a audio version in the description below the video, so you can it'll click that, it'll link it to another website where you can actually download each episode as an audio format. We also have a Twitch TV account where when we do go live, you can join us for live episodes of the Press Start podcast. We also have a Twitter account. Isn't that right, Techno?
Yes, it is. And it is Press Start Pod. All one word.
Right on. And, of course, we are on iTunes. If you guys like this podcast, please go to iTunes, leave a 5-star review. We really appreciate it. It helps us out a lot. And we are on Pete's Game Room Forum, where you can go there, leave comments for each individual episodes, leave comments on the different threads there, interact with different listeners of the podcast. It should be a lot of fun. And if you guys have any future questions for the Press Start podcast, you can either leave us a comment if you're listening to it on YouTube below the video, or you can email us at pressstartpod@gmail.com. Or if you're on Pete's Game Room Forum, there is a thread there for questions, so you can leave our questions there, and we will answer them for future episodes. And we do take audio questions, so if you guys want to do an audio questions, we will play them on the show and answer them.
Also, we do have a Facebook page, so come and like it. It's on facebook.com/pressstartpodcast.
Yes.
That's it. That's episode 34 of the Press Start podcast.
Yay.
So, it was awesome.
Oh. Can't believe it's episode 34.
Techno's quiet. Why is Techno quiet?
Because he left the podcast again, duh.
Oh, he's did?
Retired.
He quit?
Yeah.
That son of a bitch.
Thanks for listening, guys. Till
Later.
next time.
Later.
Bye, guys.
Later.